and their future punishing walkouts, with only 27% indicating they were against them. Well, Anne Widdecombe, I have to say, I am in the 27%. I am very opposed to these strikes because people will die today. You say that irresponsible?
Yes, I believe they are being entirely irresponsible. People will die, as you say, but there'll be an awful lot of suffering as well. Ever longer waiting lists, and the impact on COVID on those waiting lists hasn't been got over yet, won't be for some time. And now they're going to add another dimension to that. And this is all in pursuit of an inflation-busting pay rise. Now, what that means is that if people get pay rises above inflation, then that itself pushes prices up because the pay rises have got to be covered. And that, therefore, pushes inflation up. And that's what we had throughout the 1970s. We had a wage price inflation spiral. This government is trying very hard to make sure that we don't start on that route at all. And I think they are right to hold out. I don't think that the pay of NHS staff is brilliant, but nor do I think that it leaves them on the poverty line. And I really do think this is a time when we've all got to be responsible.
Yeah, I mean, I think most folk think that the nurses deserve some form of pay rise, but the problem is they are asking for 19%. That is 5% above inflation. And the problem is, Anne, where's this coming from? Because we're already pouring billions more a year into the NHS.
We are, but just as the public will not contemplate a proper debate about the future of the NHS because they immediately think, they want to privatise it or they want to cut services or whatever. We have to have that debate. But the public are too emotionally engaged with the NHS to really be behind such a debate. And in exactly the same way, the public are very emotionally engaged with the nurses, which I actually understand that. But because of that, they're putting hearts before heads. And I'm afraid, if we're to get on top of inflation, then we need to give the nurses a pay rise. Of course we do. Nobody's arguing about that. But the question is the size of the pay rise. And I don't believe anybody in the whole kingdom should put other people's lives and welfare at risk in the interests of their own pay packets.
No, and look, I certainly did not anticipate you getting dragged into Harry and Meghan's Netflix nonsense. However, a 2018 headline quoting you as being uneasy with Meghan's background during a stint when you were in the Celebrity Big Brother house was used to apparently exemplify widespread racism across Britain, and even though the actual conversation, we've gone and found it, and actually, by the way, features you getting your makeup done by one of our superstar panellists, Ashley James. So have a look at this.
People are so cynical before the people are even married. Give them a couple of chances.
I love Nick. I think she's very beautiful. No, I love her.
Oh, no.
OK, let's take a vote.
I think she's trouble.
Why do you think she's trouble, Anne?
Background, attitude, I worry.
She's older than him. Yeah. She's been married before.
Yes. I add it all up and I'm uneasy. But there we go.
So, Anne, you're actually not talking about race at all, are you?
I didn't have race in my mind at all during that. And apparently, so it's been peddled today that this is all not only part of proof that, we were all racist and rejecting Meghan for that reason, but actually, apparently it proves that there was a great conspiracy in Buckingham Palace to spread this sort of malicious rot. I can tell you this, when you're in the Big Brother house, you're cut off from the rest of the world. I did not have a call from the palace saying, "Hello, Charles here. Could you say something disobliging about my daughter-in-law?" Oh, they grow up, honestly.
Grow up. That is the message from Anne Widdecombe. Thank you so much. We'll speak next week, Anne. But coming up, would Princess Diana be ashamed of Prince